Hey everyone, it's Raynash30, and today I've gone through the evolution of Nightwing to recap all of his appearances in animated and live-action TV shows. So without any delay, let's begin. We start off with his first appearance at the New Batman Adventures, where after a fight with Batman over putting the mission above everything, he strips his title as Robin and leaves. With an insurance settlement left by his parents, he leaves Gotham and travels to Bloodhaven, where he becomes the city's vigilante, Nightwing. As he occasionally makes appearances to aid the Bat family in crime fighting, his other appearances are character arc driven. This includes tricking Catwoman to locate a stolen gem, getting arrested in a dream sequence, and revisiting Haley's circus to investigate animals being controlled to commit crimes.
If you'll excuse me.
On to his second appearance in the DCAU series, Justice League, where he makes a minor cameo when Vandal Savage alters the past so the Axis powers would win World War II. As most of the Justice League aren't affected by this change due to Green Lantern's ring, they meet this timeline's Batman, who instead of being a vigilante, is a resistance leader bent on stopping Vandal. While Batman reveals his base, backstory, and army, Dick Grayson can be seen as a resistance fighter, along with Barbara Gordon and Tim Drake.
I was 8 years old.
And they murdered your parents. Why?
For speaking out against the regime.
Incredible.
Not really. It happens every day. That's why I started the resistance. We're all orphans and outsiders, fighting the good fight.
Now appearing in the hit teenage superhero series, Teen Titans, Starfire accidentally travels 20 years in the future when chasing Warp, where she's rescued from him by a figure with Robin's voice. After revealing he hasn't gone by Robin in a long time, and now goes by Nightwing, with the Titans disbanded, he calls upon them using their old communicator for a final fight with Warp. As they band together, and Nightwing stops him with his Birdarang, before Starfire returns to her time, in a way, he reassures her that the team drifting apart doesn't have to be their future.
I heard you've been looking for help.
There is nothing you can do. There is nothing anyone can do. The past cannot be repaired. The future cannot be altered.
So, it's impossible. Good. If memory serves, we've done the impossible before.
Then making a small cameo in Justice League Unlimited, he makes a subtle appearance in the shadows when the plot takes place in the city of Bloodhaven. Finding Black Canary being bested by a pickpocket and believing something's off with her, Huntress shoots a tracer and tracks her on her motorbike. As they enter Bloodhaven, the view pans out to show the freeway, where gargoyles are seen on a rooftop. The last one is actually Nightwing watching over the city and blending in with the shadows. On to his 2-episode appearance in the animated series, The Batman. He is first seen when Gotham PD discovers the Batcave 1000 years in the future, where they learn about the past, and the episode cuts to several flashbacks in 2027. As Batman battles Mr. Freeze, Nightwing rescues a pilot from crash landing, and later joins the fight to stop him once and for all. He is later seen in another episode as Robin's online game character. This Nightwing equips his disco suit, and after losing to the same player again, his character, in the end, beats up a nanobot Joker.
Their men have the place surrounded.
Which means they're still waiting for us to do the heavy lifting, right, Batman?
Batman? Sit this one out. I can handle Freeze. Maybe it's time to pass the torch.
I'll pass the torch when the mission's over.
We both know the mission will never be over.
Then appearing several times in Batman the Brave and the Bold, tired of being treated as a second-class superhero and deciding to be his own man, he again wears his disco outfit and takes the name Batman suggested. Nightwing then shows up in numerous episodes where he plays more of a supporting role, including being one of the many heroes being mind-controlled by Starro, teaming up with Batman and Batgirl to stop a bank heist, and being asked to take on the mantle of Batman.
Where's Robin?
Robin's left the building. You've trained me well, Batman. But from now on, I make my own decisions, call my own shots, and my new name is...
Nightwing.
Hey! Actually, that's not bad.
Now making his appearance in Young Justice, Nightwing is team leader and assigns covert missions. Occasionally he operates in the field, but after his deception to infiltrate the light, Kid Flash dies, so he passes on his role to Aqualad. While 2 years later in Season 3, he stops metahuman trafficking, he joins Batman Incorporated to fight the light, but when it was disbanded due to secrets, he rejoins the team. In his off time, he performs at Haley Circus in Season 4 until Zatanna reveals a vision of Superboy calling for help after his death. Using his detective skills, he uncovers that Superboy is trapped, then travels to the Phantom Zone, fakes his death, and fights General Zod's army. Moving on to his appearances in Teen Titans Go, he's first seen when Cyborg and Beast Boy stare at a pizza slice for 30 years. When they visit the tower, they find Robin has a mullet and a baby, but is also married to Batgirl and now goes by Nightwing. In another episode, Robin travels to the future believing his future self traveled to the past to eat his perfect sandwich and confronts him in his house. Then, in his final appearance, when the Titans' pranks get out of hand on April Fool's Day, he decides to be serious to become Nightwing, but ends up pranking the audience with the Titans.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, hi guys.
Robin?
What is that thing?
It's not a thing. It's my baby.
Nobody cares about that baby!
We're talking about your mullet, dude.
Just a new look. And I go by the name Nightwing now. All part of growing up.
Next appearing in the web series Batman Unlimited, the show that spanned 2 seasons, where he appears in numerous episodes and goes on different adventures. Most often he teams up with Red Robin in the first season to fight villains from the first 2 films including Killer Croc, Silverback, and Clayface. In the second season, however, he appears with the red and black suit instead of the red and blue, and teams up with Batman to battle villains from the last film, including Chemo and Mr. Freeze. Then appearing in the live-action series Titans, Nightwing dons the suit when Slade attacks, helps rescue Superboy from Cadmus, and Season 2 ends with him leading the new Titans. As Season 3 opens on Nightwing and the Titans defeating Gizmo, they leave for Gotham when the Joker kills Jason Todd. While the Titans take care of the city, when he discovers that Jason has become Red Hood and realizes that Scarecrow manipulated him, they take down their operations. Though Dick dies during a fight, he's brought back to life with a Lazarus Pit and defeats Scarecrow with his new ally, Tim Drake. Ending with his final appearance in the yet-to-be-aired Season 3 of Harley Quinn. Though this season will premiere at the end of July, it's evident in the recent trailer that he will show up. The trailer opens with Dick Grayson's voiceover, claiming that Gotham has criminals breeding in the shadows and it needs Nightwing. As it's unknown what the exact plot of the season is, Nightwing returns to Gotham as a guest character. He will team up with Batman, Robin, and Batgirl to stop criminals and prevent a big plot, which could be stopping Poison Ivy's plan of terraforming Gotham.
Gotham City. Demons are rising up. Criminals breed in the shadows. My home needs Nightwing.
Anyone want to switch seats?
What's with your voice?
What are you talking about?
It's a bit overly serious.
I think it's an appropriate amount of serious.
Now with the end of his evolution till he makes another appearance, which version of Nightwing was your favorite? But make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for updates. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next evolution.